If you thought last week was an incredible wild week, well, you may need to brace yourself for next week, because in this video I'm going to share with you two main catalysts that are going to happen and potentially push the share price of AMC even further than what we thought it might get to this coming week. Okay, so guys, first of all, thank you so much for the 10,000 subs. I wouldn't have done this without your incredible support. I really want to thank you that from the bottom of my heart. And now let's see if we can squeeze this thing to 100,000. All right. So that is out. Let's go into the details. Well, guys, did you see the face of that anchor on CNBC? I think his first name is Melissa. And she pretty much admitted, that naked shorts, it's real on AMC stock, okay? But the most interesting thing is the expression on her face was like, oh my gosh. She was like, man, what did that just did? I wasn't supposed to say that, okay? Because we know CNBC and Citadel and all the hedges, they are all colluding together, okay? We know how it works. This is not news for us. But the fact that it kind of slipped, okay? And she wasn't supposed to do that. And she was like, man, I messed up, but it's too late, girl. It is too late, because now the whole wide world is now kind of, coming to the same conclusion of all of the work we've been saying since these 6 past months, all right? So that will bring an additional buying pressure. As we saw, attacks on the last week, okay, we went all the way up to the 64, the high 60s, 77 pre-market on Thursday, and then boom, we dropped, rebounded a little bit. So right now, as I mentioned on my earlier video, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the last time we've seen the 40, 50-ish, okay? And the squeeze hasn't even begun yet. This is the crazy thing about it, okay? Now, if you jump into the next thing, guys, actually this is coming from Reddit, okay? On Reddit, we have this post. Goldman Sachs, Citibank, Bank of America, and Jefferies are out. They are limiting short sales on AMC and other highly shorted meme stocks. Well, I already made a video on TD Ameritrade, Jefferies, Raymond James limiting short selling on AMC, GameStop, and Microvision. Seems like Goldman Sachs, Citi, Bank, and Bank of America are also joining the gang. And it doesn't surprise me, guys. It doesn't surprise me, because this is something I've been calling since a couple of last weeks, just because exactly at when you get a loan from the bank and the margin and the interest keep growing, and you were supposed to pay at this period of time and you haven't made any single payment, but the loan keep increasing, well, the bank will cut ties because they don't want to go down with you, okay? So now tables are turning. So basically this post is saying, I confirm my friend who works at one of these banks, okay? There has been a top-down from down directive from the CEOs to manage risk after various screw-ups this year. For example, the Archegos thing, the Revlon, just to name a few. As such, the chief risk officers have given their prime brokerage units a hard stop to trading in certain securities, namely AMC this week. There have been many tough decisions and convo behind closed doors to have a unified front between banks and their profitable hedge fund clients. This type of coordination between banks is similar to what has done to Hank of Archegos. Expect those ones in this article, to front run all the other banks and cut off credit lines, naked shorts and synthetic positions in AMC, GameStop, and highly shorted stocks with over 15% on the short interest, okay? So now the rumor is SEC is all over this and inside the offices of every bank this week. Expect more FIRT. Expect more FIRT and market manipulation next week. More crap talk on CNBC, Fox Street, all the thing, The Fly, Benziga, Motley Fool, Market Watch. We all know that we are used to that. But the only media outlet anchors that are on the ape side right now is Charles Payne at Fox and Melissa Lee at CNBC. As for the rest of the media haters, just watch the body language, how emotional, how much they waffle on the words, and how they cannot provide a source of any of their claims. All right, so guys, this is really interesting. You can feel free to jump on these on Reddit and really look by yourself. But pretty much, guys, you have two sides of the story on why banks are not doubling down. The first thing is, the naked shorts and the risk mitigation from these banks, because they don't want to get into the same tough places where Credit Suisse with Archegos were a couple of months ago. Okay, they don't want that because the SEC is already looking into this. Okay, and now with the naked shorts being out there, the SEC will be even looking more into these things. So all of these banks, major banks in the US and outside, working with the hedges by providing them huge credit lines, are now saying, hey man, I'm out, man. I don't want to go down, because before the SEC start breathing on my neck, let me first, ease them the work, pave the way for them, and provide everything and cooperate with them by doing my self-regulation. This is how it works, because they cannot afford to have bad publicity, bad reputation, as things happened back in 2009, so in 2008. So pretty much, guys, I saw this coming. I mean, not that I'm a genius, but it was expected to happen, okay? Because when you look at Citadel and how many millions and millions and millions of shares they are naked shorting, synthetics they're creating by having, HFT, high frequency trading, guys, there is no way out of this for them, okay? There is no way, because the buying pressure is so high. The buying pressure is so high that at a point it will be inevitable. And that is why we are in this thing, okay? So with all of these two things, naked shorting being out there, people will start smelling money. They will start smelling money, wealth transfer to be made into AMC, and they will jump in, okay? They will jump in, especially at these prices I consider to be discounts, okay? Because at the point we were $78 a share, okay? So 48, it's like a discount for a lot of people, okay? So brace yourself for next week, because it's going to be crazy. But also expect a lot of FUD, expect a lot of manipulation through the media, through the data, okay? But it doesn't change anything for us, because the goal, the vision, the victory, the eyes on the target is the squeeze. And until that happens, we hold the line. We hold the damn line, guys.